Welcome back. A well-known establishment in Cape Town, the Beer House, has shut its doors due to alleged extortion. The restaurant, which is situated on Long Street, has been in operation for 11 years.
In the late 1990s, Cape Town's glittering nightlife masked a violent underbelly, one ruled by Cyril Beeka, a feared figure who blended martial arts discipline, underworld cunning, and political connections into a deadly formula for dominance. Beeka, known as the Rottweiler from Quill's Revere, was a 6-dan Goju Kai karate master and Rottweiler breeder who started as a strip club bouncer. Hailing from a disciplined upbringing, his father was the principal of a reformatory. He grew up surrounded by authority and control. This foundation, combined with an appetite for power, propelled him from nightclub doors to the summit of Cape Town's underworld. Through his companies, Red Security, run with his brother Edward, and Pro Access Security, Beeka offered protection to clubs, escort agencies, and massage parlors. His method was brutally simple. Send Moroccan gang enforcers to create chaos at venues, then swoop in with his own security team as the solution. He was an asset to both apartheid-era intelligence services and the post-1994 National Intelligence Agency, NIA. This double life meant that when police tried to arrest him, they often hit brick walls, protected by the very structures meant to dismantle organized crime. His career was littered with violent incidents. In one case, Beeka and 4 men assaulted a Chinese seaman who later died of his injuries. In another, he and a Russian accomplice attacked a woman in a brothel, with ANC operative Robert McBride present. Both cases collapsed under murky circumstances. Beeka also eyed bigger ventures, partnering with Johannesburg-based Ukufa Security, linked to ANC headquarters, in a bid for port security contracts in Cape Town, Durban, East London, and Robben Island. The deal collapsed under police scrutiny, but it revealed his ambition to expand beyond nightlife into critical infrastructure. By 2011, as state pressure mounted, Beeka shifted much of his activity to Johannesburg, while still influencing Cape Town's club scene. On March 21, 2011, his reign ended in a hail of bullets, a drive-by shooting in Belleville South. His funeral drew huge crowds and was secured by armed guards, a final display of the power and fear he commanded. You might think that was the end of the extortion syndicate, but not at all. Before we move on to the next part, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, give this video a like if you're enjoying it, and share your thoughts in the comments below.
The reality is that since the murder, with a short interruption from 2017 to 2020, we always paid the racketeers. After the murder, we had no choice. You have to pay up. Consumers need to be aware that they are paying for the legal defense of Mark Liefman and Nafis Modak when they go out to party in Cape Town.
Beeka's assassination created a dangerous vacuum. Into it stepped Mark Liefman, a businessman with deep underworld ties, who forged alliances with Jerome Donkey Boyson and Colin Boyson, notorious figures linked to Cape gangs. Together with Andre Noudet, they consolidated power through Specialized Protection Services, SPS, effectively monopolizing nightclub security across Cape Town. The Boysons brought raw gang muscle, while Liefman supplied business acumen and influence. SPS enforced control with a mix of intimidation, violence, and exclusivity. Clubs that didn't hire their security risked vandalism, assaults, or worse. This fragile order began to fracture in 2016 when tensions between Colin Boyson and William Red Stevens of the 27s gang erupted. Into this chaos stepped Nafis Modak, an ambitious player who allied with Colin to challenge Liefman and Jerome Boyson's dominance.
A few club owners, which is Mavericks and a few other owners, my lord. They were complaining to me previously, my lord, plus minus a month or 2 months before, regarding security, my lord, which was then in control from Mark Liefman, my lord. They complained about Mark Liefman, my lord, that these drugs been sold in the clubs and they had no say, or they had no choice but to let these guys allow them to sell drugs in the clubs, my lord. The same day of the auction, my lord, I then went to Cape Town with a few security guys, my lord, to take over the security, my lord.
The result was a violent turf war that spilled into public view. In 2017, Modak, Colin Boyson, and associates including Ashley Fields, Jacques Cronier, and Carl Lecce were arrested for allegedly extorting 369,000 rands from the Grand Africa Cafe and Beach nightclub, later reduced to 90,000 rands. They were acquitted in 2020, but the case cemented Modak's reputation as a fearless disruptor. The stakes in Cape Town's extortion racket are life and death. Carl Lecce was murdered in 2018, while in December 2020, Liffman and Jerome Boyson were arrested for the murder of steroid dealer Brian Weinstein. Both denied the charges. On 3 November 2024, Mark Liffman himself was gunned down in George, just days before a scheduled court appearance, triggering fears of a new round of gang warfare. While the nightclub economy was the original battlefield, extortion metastasized into other sectors. The Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime, GI-TOC, maps 4 interconnected extortion economies: CBD nighttime economy, clubs, bars, and increasingly restaurants and coffee shops, construction mafia, gangs targeting infrastructure tenders using intimidation imported from KwaZulu-Natal. We covered this one on our previous video. Transport sector, extortion of minibus taxis, buses, ride-hailing drivers, and private operators. Township business rackets, targeting spaza shops, informal traders, and even municipal workers. Payments range from 1,500 to 2,000 rands per month for small venues to as much as 80,000 rands for larger establishments. An estimated 400 plus businesses are paying these fees citywide. For many entrepreneurs, paying extortion is seen as an operating cost, a grim testament to law enforcement's inability to protect them. The Cape Town mayor has warned of a looming mafia state where public projects and private ventures alike are dependent on protection money. In 2023 alone, 60 million in transport projects were disrupted by gang intimidation. Every major extortion network in Cape Town today still operates on the blueprint Cyril Beeka perfected. Control the doors, nightclub security, monopolize protection, offer safety from threats you create, build political and intelligence ties, shield operations from law enforcement, expand into new industries, ports, construction, transport. From Beeka's Moroccan-backed enforcers, to Leifman's SPS monopoly, to Modak's aggressive insurgency, the faces have changed, but the playbook remains the same. Conclusion. Cape Town's nightlife extortion empire has evolved from Beeka's reign of calculated brutality into a sprawling, multi-sector mafia economy. The story is one of shifting alliances, bloody rivalries, and systemic corruption. Dismantling it will require unprecedented coordination between law enforcement, intelligence, and the communities most affected, before the city's economy is held hostage entirely. Let us know what you think of this extortion syndicate in Cape Town. Do you think the government can stop it? Let us know in the comments section. We want to hear your take on this. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to our YouTube channel.